The question of the show is this: can you take a very niched, and you'll see what I mean in a minute, a very niched blog post and grow it into an ascension model that becomes a digital empire? As always, you're going to find out the answer to that question right after this. Hey folks, Jeff Herring here, and welcome to the show. This is episode 61 on my birthday. And some people have been asking, why are you doing this on your birthday? Because I love this. So, you and I don't have to sing, Barbara, but everybody out there, sing happy birthday. You want to sing?
Sure, let's sing.
Happy birthday,
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeff, who is not singing. Happy birthday to you.
You got a great voice. Yay. I love it. And you know what? That content prophecy link, I didn't mean for that to be up there, but I just put it up. So what that means, folks, is we are 61 episodes into this. We've gone from one show a week to 4 shows a week, and we are now booking into July. Okay. So if you want one of these seats, that's where you want to go. jeffherring.com/apply. And I'll get the notice after you fill out that form, and we'll set you up. Now, let me get that out of there because we don't need that big ugly thing here this whole time. There we go. All right. So I want to introduce to you Barbara Leone. And I said the last name, right?
Leone.
Correctly? Leone. Okay. You know where I got messed up is there's a show on before Blue Bloods every Friday called Fire Country. And the family is same spelling, but it's Leone. Okay. So Leone. Barbara Leone. Welcome.
Thank you.
So glad you're here. So tell us a little bit about how you got into what I think is a really cool name for a website, mantleandtable.com. And the niche you send in the blog post about is setting formal tables. Okay. So everybody that's watching, listening, live or replay, I want you to think about this. Setting formal tables is not an online niche. Okay. It's not how to get rich online. Okay. Although we're going to help Barbara do that with changing some things. But even if you have I hear it all the time, Barbara. Well, my business is different. No, it's not. It's the same stuff. So tell us how you got into this.
Like I was saying, it starts out kind of sad because I lost my second son a couple years ago to cancer, but he was in hospice care, and my other son used to come up and we would sit around together doing this blog just to keep our friends and family informed about what was going on.
Right.
And the boys thought it would be fun if I did a blog that was more, fun, not as depressing. Yeah. And I'm like, well, what should we do it on? And they're all rolling their eyes. Well, Mom, you should do it on tablescapes and mantles because that's what you do. And it's true. That's what I do. I set tables, I decorate my mantle, and I always have.
So their legacy lives on. I love that. So let's take a look at the content. Come on, work. Oh, I got to do this. All right. So let's keep us in here for now. All right. So mantle and table, easy, elegant, entertaining. Ooh, nice alliteration.
I knew you would like the ease.
And because people think place settings and formal table, and they think it's got to be something hard or expensive.
And yes, hard or expensive.
Yeah. The Traveling Teacup. Oh, what a fun website.
The Traveling Teacup's a blast.
What's that?
The Traveling Teacup is a blast. We started that during the pandemic, and we have a literal teacup that goes around. It's really fun.
Oh, how fun. I got to go look at that later. And everybody will have this link in the show notes. I want to go down here. The basic formula table idea. Okay, because what you do really well is in 9 chunks, walk people through how to do this, right? So let's take a look. Tablecloth or placemat. And then charger and plate. What's the charger?
The charger is that big usually decorative, like those gold ones there you can see,
Okay.
just to sort of define your place setting, and
Oh, okay.
it holds your plates. So it's mostly for looks these days, but
Okay.
it's really fun.
Get it. I've seen those. And then we've got where's number 3? Is there yet? Yeah, flatware. Okay. Now, what is it in this video? I had no idea there was a fish fork. Okay. I knew there were different forks, but a fish fork. There we go. This is the fish fork, folks, and the fish plate and the fish knife. I had no idea.
There is a fork and a knife and a spoon for every gosh darn thing you could think to eat.
I love it. I love it. And I'm going for hamburgers tonight for my birthday.
Yeah, there we go.
Anyway, glasses. Okay, beautiful. Napkins. Okay, cool. I went back to that because I know it's not, but it looks like a couple of grape stems that I have on my desk from eating grapes earlier. But I know that's a different thing. So, anyway, place card. Yeah. Dessert, but of course, look at that. That's really, wow. You just got to feel good when you sit down to that, right?
That's the point. You want your guests to feel special, and
Yeah.
they do when they've got their own little place card.
It's funny with the, I shared with you earlier that I'm a small group leader with college and other groups at church. And when they have events for the leaders, I mean, it's not like this, but there are place things and there's all decorations for each table. And this is not my job there, but I like to help them, collect it all up at the end. And, you find all these, wooden branches in one place and all these, something else in another. Is like, these guys got it going on here. Like you do. And then candles. Yeah. Can't have it without candles, right?
We love candles.
I do too. My main great smelling one burned out this morning. I got to go collect some others. All right. So what you've got here are 9 separate chunks. And you ready to look at what we can do with them?
Yep.
Here we go. All right. So again, this is a rough draft of an ascension model of of how to turn this into an empire. Now, I want you to notice both Barbara and everyone, and I'm going to make it bigger here for us. Notice anything? Well, first, let's talk about this concept, TableScaping. That was new to me. Talk to us about TableScaping.
Well, TableScape is a term that just is used to describe a regular old place setting on a table, but then it's fancier. So like you'll put a centerpiece of some kind, or you'll put place cards, or, they have competitions for these things where you deck out a whole environment almost.
I bet.
Yeah.
And
So it's like a regular table on steroids.
Good way to look at it. Barbara, you and everybody that's listening, I want you to, and watching, I want you to look and notice what I've done with the word TableScaping. What's different about it? It's just one letter and one space that's gone. Or maybe it is one word. I've capitalized the S. And I do this with a lot of brand stuff because it sets it apart. Okay. Now I went over to Medium earlier and did some research, and there's a little stuff over there about TableScaping. Okay. But what's beautiful is there's a lot about table setting. Okay. So you can come into that niche, take it over, and kind of use this term. Now, unfortunately, I also looked up tablescaping.com and it's taken. But what's not taken is tablescapingsecrets.com. So something to think about for a course. Okay. So that's why I have down here, it's a new, very niche brand, TableScaping or Barbara Leone's TableScaping or whatever. But just spelling it this way sets it apart. I do that with a lot of stuff. And some people go, you misspelled. I went, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. And they go, well, why did you do it? I said, well, so people will notice it and they'll go, well, can you do that? And I say, you noticed it, didn't you? Oh, okay. All right. And then medium traffic. And you've got the course through Cindy. Um, However, unless you're under another name over there, I couldn't find an account over there.
I do have one, and I don't remember if I called it Mantle and Table or if I called it.
Might be. We can look at that.
Yeah, I tried to search it by the name one time and I couldn't find it either.
You couldn't find it either. We'll figure that out. Okay, because a lot of your traffic. Well, where does a lot of your traffic come from now?
From now, it comes from, honestly, this blog post is searched a whole bunch. It's far and away my most read post or most found in search.
Excellent.
And they must be searching something like, formal table setting or how to set a table or something like that. So I get a lot of Google traffic that way. And then I get traffic from what they call blog hops, link parties. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but some blogger will host it and you just post a link up there and then there's a whole, their blog with 80 or 100 or 200 extra posts on there. You can skip around and read whatever you want.
That's good traffic. But one of the things we'll do is make Medium your visibility, traffic, subscriber, and profit machine, because there's a lot of traffic to be had from there in this niche. And I did some of the deeper keyword search I do, and every time you hit on a keyword, it gave you 10 more that you want to put in your titles and in your da 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 da. Okay, so you asked in our email about whether you do menu recipe bundles, and as big a font as I can find, yes.
Okay, good.
Because we can build a whole front end with that naturally takes people to a back end, just for getting on. Now, this can be free, to get some people to sign up, to drive some traffic, and it can be fee, but low fee, low entry point. I remember the first time I was taught this system, it was summer of 16. Yeah, summer of 16. And I launched this bundle of checklists, okay, which would also be good for you, a checklist to put in with the bundle. One day, and then the next day, Caleb and I went on a 1 week volunteer thing. And so I was not online at all, except to check things. And the amount of people that bought that entry level, I was like, and I'm at the beach, this is like all those, fantastical false things, you can sit on the beach and make money. Well, I wasn't sitting, I was working my butt off, but I was at the beach. All right. So now those 9 pieces you have there lend itself to a wonderful TableScaping mini course. And you might be wondering, how can 9 pieces be a mini course? Well, there's a couple of ways. You keep the video training to about 15 minutes for each small piece. Or, and we can make this decision later, you can combine, like 2 or 3 at a time and make it smaller mini courses. And so that's just, and I saw that you have some courses in there, but this is part of making more. Now, what I'm guessing, and I'm checking this out with you, the clients, the people that get into this, I'm guessing 2 things about them. They're not halfway into it; they're into it.
This is true. You're all in.
Okay, good. That's excellent. And they also have the means to be into it. Okay, this is a really good thing for you. Okay, and so, so the cool thing about short-term memberships is that some people balk at a long-term membership. They don't want to pay monthly or whatever. Well, let's do it for 10 weeks, for 12 weeks. Okay, it's a taste of you. Okay, and the cool thing is that Like a lot of the short-term memberships I've done have been 12 weeks, okay, and they pay each month. And what that's training your customers to do is pay you every month,
Right.
which leads over here to membership. Um, Now, I saw something about a membership. Do you have a TableScaping membership?
I'm sorry, a truck went by and I couldn't hear you. I have what?
Okay. Do you have a TableScaping membership?
Mm, not really.
Okay.
No. But I'm thinking about it somehow. I want to do it somehow.
I think it's a no-brainer. And here's part of the how. Getting people in here. And for Medium, we can offer them free and fee stuff. Like I sell stuff from there every day. It's low ticket, but it's like the $5 affiliate income I got the other day and looked on my phone when I was with some friends and they're like, where'd that come from? I said, oh, something I did a while back. And they said, only $5? I said, yeah, but it spins and it saves and there's a lot of them. And they're like, oh, okay. So, and then a mini course and all of these, you don't have to go like this. This is just building out the model. Any one of these are on ramps to get into your world. Okay. And then the course, my research with numbers over the years has shown that about a third of the people that take a course are going to join a membership, which is really cool because if you've got 10 people thinking conservatively, you got 3 new members. If you got 100, well, then you got 33. That's good. And then with the short-term memberships, people get addicted is too strong a word, but they get hooked on you. And two parts of that. This is for everybody. So listen up, look up here. They get hooked on the unique way you solve problems. I'm sorry, the unique way you approach problems and the unique way you solve problems. Okay, that's what sets you apart. And so a lot of these people, well, I know a lot of people here will be saying, well, what's next? They don't want to, they're going to miss you. You do a short-term membership and they'll be asking, if it's a 12-week, they'll be asking by the 4th or 5th week, what comes afterwards. And the other good number is about 50% of the people that take this become a monthly member, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, like our mutual buddy Cindy, that's a pretty much low ticket. That's a very low ticket for what she delivers.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She is, but with the number of people she has, it's not a bad month. All right, so making sense so far. Are you getting a glimpse of what's possible here?
Yes, I'm very excited.
In the future, I like that smile. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No, I'm just eager to blow this up into a big thing I can hold in my hand and look at and make a plan.
And I'm eager to help you. Yeah, you'll get a copy of this. All right, so we're coming to our wrap-up time. Let me check. No comments, so everybody's okay out there. So now this is just from one blog post. Okay, imagine having a row of blog or a column of blog posts that go all the way up here and all the way down here and off my screen that are sending people through this ascension model. Okay, the only thing, I'm going to give away a big secret here. The only thing that I might add to this is an expensive membership, okay, or an expensive done for you kind of thing. And it's nice when people do that, but the purpose it serves when people don't get it is it makes everything else look really affordable psychologically. So we can talk about doing that later. I wonder how much you'd charge to fly you out and set up their table and set up their.
Wouldn't that be fun? That would be so much fun. I would charge a lot.
Well, good, because I think that's highly possible here. And
that would be fun.
You'd set it up right. I've done this before and built vacations around speaking engagements, and it's paid for. I mean, last summer, I did the summer of profit across the whole summer, living as a digital nomad in the North Georgia mountains, Airbnb to Airbnb with Duke, who's asleep over here. Um, and I taught that course, and that course paid for that adventure. Um, so, yeah, I can tell we're going to talk about that. All right. Barbara, thank you for being such a great guest. And
Thank
thank you
you.
for
I can't
smiling.
wait to
I like that.
put this into practice.
Yeah, we're going to do that. I love that smile. It says you're getting it. That's cool. All right, folks, as always, you can catch this replay if you're listening live, um, whether as a podcast or a live cast at jeffherring.com/show, SHOW. And you'll find a link to hit the podcast, a link to hit the live casts. Okay. That's our archives. And so this one, if you're here live and want to hear more, this one will be available there probably in the next half hour or so. So again, Barbara, thank you for being a great guest. Thank you
Thank
all.
you. And happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's like I said earlier, it's really weird being the same age as all these old people. But so far so good. All right, folks, as always, go use this stuff. And you know what? We're going to catch you on the next show.